Kindie Rockstars. Prepare for a treat, let's meet and greet some bands and singers that are super sweet, making music that's fun for boys and girls. Help them learn about this great big world. Fun for the family, yes it's true, your kids will love it and you will too. Clap and dance and sing aloud, become a part of the Kindie crowd. These songs will make you move your feet and give your ears a great big treat. So settle in, grab your guitars, and let's get to know our Kindie Rockstars. Hello everyone, and welcome to Kindie Rockstars. This is the show that gives you the stories behind the songs from some of the best bands and singers that are making fun, informative, educational, catchy, and occasionally silly songs for children and families. I'm your host, Patrick Adams, and each episode of Kindie Rockstars will feature an artist and a featured song. So let's get to this week's show. Welcome, everyone, to another episode of Kindie Rockstars. I am so delighted to have with me today the Grammy-nominated couple, Christina and Andres from Uno Dos Tres. Andres, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Hi, Patrick. Thank you for the invitation. Glad to talk to you.
Excellent. Thank you for coming on. All right. Well, before we get into the Grammy stuff, let's learn a little bit about you guys. Tell me a bit about your background, how you got into making music for kids.
Well, Andres and I met about 10 years ago, and at the time I was a public school teacher in the school district of Philadelphia. I taught 5th and 6th grade, and Andres was wrapping up his graduate studies in music.
And at the time, I was doing a lot of classical music. I'm playing in operas, in symphonic orchestras, but at the same time, I was writing music, and I was playing music for children with a local band in Kansas City. And during that time, I also started thinking, wow, I should start my own show, my own program. And I met Christina and we started talking, and she became immediately a part of this whole project. And here we are 10 years later, and with many, many good stories to share with you today.
Excellent. Well, let's start with one of the biggest, because as we are recording this, the Grammys are this weekend. So tell me a little bit about the thought that went through your head when you heard that your album was Grammy nominated.
Wow. Well, I was watching the live stream, but Andres had decided to kind of sit it out.
In the top. So when I heard it, I said, oh my God, you're saying nonstop. Oh my gosh. I got up and got out of the shower and started running like crazy. And so yeah, it is pretty intense and unbelievable. And honestly, well, we've been through that in some ways before, because we've been nominated to the Latin Grammy before, and we've been winners of a Latin Grammy, and that has been just an incredible experience. But we understand that this is at a bigger scale, you know, or more maybe on a different scale, you know, and with a more global impact, let's say, right?
So definitely very humbling,
yeah.
and very shocking, you know, super surprised, super proud, and, you know, thankful.
Grateful, yeah, grateful.
Yeah. So big congratulations to you. I listened to the whole album. I really enjoyed it. You guys definitely deserve it. So I wish you the best of luck this weekend.
Thank you.
And by the time this show airs, everyone will know, I guess, who the winner was. So if you won, congratulations.
Thank you.
All right. Well, let's get into a little bit about your touring background, because you know, as I followed you guys on social media, I've seen you're in South America and you're touring around the United States. So tell me a little bit about your adventures on the road, and what are some of your favorite places?
We have had the incredible privilege of performing abroad in Latin America. And my family is from Colombia. My grandmother, my cousins are still there. Andres was born and grew up in Colombia. And so to have concerts there, we've had several concerts in Bogota and Barranquilla, is so incredible to have it kind of come all full circle, and all of the pieces of yourself come together, and to perform completely in Spanish. Sometimes folks are there wanting to learn English as well. So kind of the other side of the coin. And yeah, performing in Mexico City and Puerto Rico and Central America is awesome. And of course, we love visiting friends in Chicago, Los Angeles. We're based in the Washington, D.C. area, and that's home for us. But what would you add?
We get to see beautiful places that we never imagined. Amazing places like Telluride. For example, there's a Telluride and there's a Telluride, and they're both beautiful. Telluride in Colorado, gorgeous place. What's the other place in California that is so beautiful? Mammoth Lakes. Gorgeous mountains, and just all sorts of places. I mean, we love the border.
The Rio Grande Valley.
The Rio Grande Valley down in Texas, beautiful people there. Chicago, we love Chicago, California. I mean, there's just so many places. And Las Vegas has a special place in our heart because we've been all over Las Vegas, not only at the Strip and at the fancy hotels, but in the neighborhoods around Las Vegas. We have gotten to see the city and to see the families there, and it's a nice place.
Yeah, I'd love to describe Vegas as more than the Strip. We're kind of like any other city once you leave that area. It's just that we have casinos in our grocery stores.
That's right.
So tell me a little bit about the children's music community down in Colombia. I'm really interested. Do they have like a lot of artists that make children's music, or is that a community that's still growing?
It is. And I think, the fact that we received this Grammy nomination, honestly, we're standing in the shoulders of amazing artists that prepared the soil for us, and I'm talking about artists that I grew up listening to that have been creating children's music for a while. So there's this group called Canticuentos that is actually all the mastermind of one woman, and there's right now we have colleagues and friends who make amazing music like Tu Roxito, Maria del Sol Peralta, and it's a very active scene. And I think places like Colombia, Argentina are two of the countries, and Mexico of course, are some of the countries where a lot of music is coming out from there, not only for adults, but really high quality music for children.
Brazil as well.
Oh yeah, Brazil. Don't even talk about that.
So there's definitely a very long tradition of independent children's music throughout Latin America, and it's a privilege to be friends with folks in bands from Puerto Rico and Spain. So there's definitely a lot to learn about and explore.
Now, where in the world would you like to play now, if given the chance, that you haven't been to yet?
Great question. I want to go to, we've been wanting to go to Bolivia. I want to go to Peru, which are awesome places. We've gotten to be in different places in Central America, and, people have been just so incredibly kind and awesome. And the Dominican Republic and Haiti would be amazing to visit one day as well.
Now, in the songs that you write, do you have a general theme that you write about, or is it just anything that strikes you? Like, as most Kindie artists I've talked to, it's like their kids will say something and they're like, okay, that's a song.
Yeah, sometimes I think our albums have themes around which they coalesce. We have one album, for example, that's phonics songs in Spanish. So just today we got a video from a teacher in Ecuador
In Colombia.
who's using those videos in the classroom. So that's super special. And all of those songs on that album are about phonics and letter sounds. But then like Actívate, our most recent album, is about kind of play, getting out and moving. So there's a song about baseball, a song about flying a kite, a song about soccer, and kind of like a pickup soccer game, and how kids, when you're little, it feels like you're playing the World Cup, even though you're in your neighborhood park. And so that they kind of center around that theme of physical activity, and actívate means get active. So it fits.
All right. Are you ready to get into your song?
Let's do it. Let's talk about music.
Yeah, here we go. I Just Can't Sit Down is the song. So tell us a little bit about, what inspired you to create this one?
We were talking about movement, and a big part of it in everyday life for families with children is just dancing, Hopefully that's one of the ways in which adults and children are connecting through music, through movements, creating beautiful memories. So I just thought of this story.
Yeah, Andres took the lead. He wrote the first draft of it in Spanish, which is called No Me Puedo Sentar. And it's this story of this kid who, we all know a kid like this who just cannot sit still, just cannot stop wiggling, and just kind of celebrates that and tells a funny story. And we did it in the genre of banda, which is just such a happy music that it's going to be hard to sit still once you listen to it. And then for the English version, we collaborated with our friend Andy of Red Yarn. So we actually gave him the lyrics in Spanish and gave him the translation, and he really did the adaptation. I think that neither one of us would have come up with words like a bumpin' and a thumpin'. That came right from Andy's mind and creativity, and we wanted that voice to be a part of it. And then he sings on the song as well as Reese Palmer on the English version. So it's super special that we could invite friends to not only collaborate as vocal talent, but also as co-writers and adapting into the English version.
All right. Love it. Well, let's play it. Here is I Just Can't Sit Down and the Spanish version, No Me Puedo Sentar.
Well, I just can't sit down when the band comes to town. When the beat starts a-bumping, my feet start to stomping and dancing around. No, I just can't sit down when I hear that sweet sound. When the bass starts thumping, it gets everyone jumping and we can't come back down. No, I just can't sit down. No, I just can't sit down. Gotta show off my moves while I'm feeling this groove and I'm hearing this sound. No, I just can't sit down. No, I just can't sit down. No, I don't need a dance floor, just let my legs prance more all over the ground. This dancing habit I have was passed down from my dad. Asked my grandma, she'll answer that my dad was a dancer just like I am now. That's how he met my mom when they both heard that song. At a hill country dance, well they both took a chance, they're still dancing along. And that's why now I just can't sit down. Gotta show off my moves while I'm feeling this groove and I'm hearing this sound. No, I just can't sit down. No, I just can't sit down. No, I
ring in my head, 'cause I have to sit down. But my heart starts to pound when the band turns around. They get back on the stage and the crowd shouts hooray. They will play one more song. No, I just can't sit down. No, I just can't sit down. Gotta show up my moves while I'm feeling this groove and I'm hearing this sound. No, I just can't sit down. No, I just can't sit down. No, I don't need a dance floor. Just let my legs dance, go all over the ground.
No me puedo sentar cuando suena la banda, cuando toca esa rola que en verdad me emociona, me tengo que parar. No me puedo sentar cuando empieza la tanda, cuando arranca la tuba y hace que todo suba y no vuelva a bajar. No me puedo sentar, no me puedo sentar. Tengo que tirar paso con este tamborazo que me pone a bailar. No me puedo sentar, no me puedo sentar. Y aunque no tenga pista, mis piernas están listas cuando hay que bailar. No se puede sentar, mi papá es igualito. Mi abuela me contaba que chiquillo bailaba tal como bailo yo. Y así se conocieron mi papá y mi mamá en un baile norteño y empezaron un baile que no para jamás. Por eso yo no me puedo sentar, tengo que tirar paso con este tamborazo que me pone a bailar. No me puedo sentar, no me puedo sentar. Y aunque no tenga pista, mis piernas están listas cuando hay que bailar. La canción se acabó, la banda va a callar. Me llenó de tristeza y bajando la cabeza ya me voy a sentar.
Pero tan de repente la banda se devuelve. Suben a la tarima, todo el mundo se anima, tocarán una más.
No me puedo sentar, no me puedo sentar. Tengo que tirar paso con este tamborazo que me pone a bailar. No me puedo sentar, no me puedo sentar. Y aunque no tenga pista, mis piernas están listas cuando hay que bailar.
All right, well, I hope everybody enjoyed both those versions of the song. All right, let everyone know where they can stream and download your music and connect with you guys on social media.
Of course, please find us on your favorite platform, Spotify, Apple Music, and of course, you can listen to them on YouTube and enjoy the beautiful video that we recorded in Monterrey, Mexico. It's full of color, of joy, children dancing, and just funny moves.
So search for us. 1, 2, 3, Andres.
1, 2, 3, Andres.
Awesome. All right. Well, once again, best of luck at the Grammys, and I will talk to you again soon. Thank you for coming on the show.
Hey, Patrick, really appreciate it.